Hi guys, today we are talking about folk art. Folk art is usually decorative art that is particular to a culture and is created by untrained artists like you and me. I would like to show you a few examples that I have in my backyard that I've gotten on my travels to Mexico. This is actually a bird statue that I got when I was younger and my family went on a trip to Acapulco. Behind me, you can see my husband and I went on vacation to, where did we go? We went to Cancun and we saw this piece of art and thought it was so beautiful. Now, recently, I just bought this, I'll show it to you, this pot for my plant. So a lot of times folk art can be something that we use. And I also have, I want to show you, this awesome bird that hangs. Can you see that? What I'm really going to talk to you about, can you believe my camera work? It's terrible. What I really want to talk to you about today, though, is this piece that we got in Cabo San Lucas recently when we went to Mexico. And it is a piece of decorative folk art. If you look at it closely, you can see it's the sun and the moon. Folk art also lots of times has symbolism. Symbolism means that it stands for something, it represents something. Just like we have the Statue of Liberty is a symbol of the United States. Well, this piece of folk art, we see the sun and the moon. The sun actually represents life and energy and good luck. To balance that, we also see the moon. The moon represents fertility, things growing, and calmness and beauty. And these two work together to create perfect harmony, which is one of the goals that this artist has. I like to hang this in my yard because I think it's beautiful. And our art project today is actually inspired by this piece of work that I got when I went to Cabo a couple summers ago. Today, we are going to need the following. You could have picked up at school, I had available for you a 12 by 12 white sheet of paper. So if you have that, you'll need that today. Otherwise, you will need a square white piece of paper. You will need a pencil with an eraser, a black marker, and something to make a circle with. So I chose a metal ball. Why don't you go pause the camera and go get your supplies. Welcome back. We are going to start with our sheet of paper, and I actually put mine onto the board so that you can see it. And we are going to start with our pencil. I am actually going to use the dry erase marker just so that you are able to see it. And what we're going to do, we're going to take our bowl and put it in the middle of our paper and just trace around. So we have that nice circle. So we're going to do that. And then going down the center of our circle, kind of on a curved angle, we want to make this kind of a double face because this is going to be the base for our sun and our moon. So if I go like this, right down, we can see that I have my moon shape here and my sun face here. From there, we are going to create almost two separate faces that are going to join as one. So on this side, I want you to draw an eye facing forward. It's going to be like an almond arch, up and down. We'll put our circle in the middle. And then I always like to add a pupil and a little. So we have our eye. From there, I want to create just some fun eyelashes. Yours don't have to look like mine. Make it look like yours. And then I want to create a big eyebrow. Kind of looks like a boomerang facing down. I am also going to create just half of the mouth. So from here, I'm going to draw half of my mouth. And maybe I'll make it a little fancy with a swirl. We could add swirls wherever we would like. Now, contrasting on this side, we want to make our moon look like she's sleeping. So I am going to draw an eye just with a lower arch like this and the eyelashes. So it looks like the moon is sleeping, her eye is closed. And from there, I can draw the other side of my mouth, and it doesn't have to match. It almost looks like there's two faces inside our one face. I'm also going to add another eyebrow. So we've got kind of this juxtaposition of a face that's awake and a face that's asleep. From there, we are going to create the rays of our sun. The way I'm going to do that is I'm just going to make a zigzag line going around the entire half that is my sun. So I'll stop right there. And if I want to make it a little more pizzazzy, if you want to, you can even add more coming out in between your zigzags. By contrast, from our moon, we want to have these kind of wavy lines coming out all the way to the edge of our paper. Just to kind of give it that dreamy effect. How's it going? I'm also then, just to continue and finish the piece, have these straight lines coming out from the rays of my sun. By doing this, I created a really interesting folk art piece that incorporated the sun and the moon. If you want to, you can even get a little creative and add some symbols if you like, some stars maybe, or maybe some flames, whatever you think would maybe enhance, which means make the piece better. After doing so, you are going to take your black Sharpie marker and go over your lines so that when you are finished, you will end up with something like this. Then we are going to safely put this to the side and continue with it in our next lesson, where I know you guys are going to have a great time. See you next time, guys.